everybody. Welcome back. We've got the big baby here. We've got some glass beads. It's time to put her together. So I thought I would come on and show you how I'm going to do this. So I've got some stuffing. We're going to need stuffing. And we're going to need nylons. And I have a bunch here. I just get them at the thrift store and stuff. So this is going to be interesting. So here's a chunky leg. Here's a chunky leg. I'm going to put the leg over there. Here's her body. So we're going to need that and the things to go with it. And there's her thing. And she has a pass. They give you a passy with a magnet. You have to install the magnet, which I am going to do, but not right now. We're just going to show you how we're going to weight her. And I'm not going to put her head on yet because I want to put a magnet in. Put the magnet in. But we've got all of the zip ties. Let's see if they're all the same length. They are. Okay, here's the zip ties. You'll need 5. Head, leg, arm, leg, leg. So you'll need 5. You need 5 of those. We need her body. Here's her body. So what I do first when you have a body like this is that you got to do the legs first so that they can be, so the hole can be covered up. And then you're going to make her bum and then you're going to fill it up. So that's what we are going to do. Let's take out her limbs. Here's her head. This is a cute little thing they made. They made it into like a little box. I'm gonna save that because I might use it to either store a baby in or pack one to go home with somebody or whatever. So here's her head. I'm gonna leave her in the plastic for now. And we're gonna take out the legs. They're kind of shiny. No, they have mottling on them. So we'll put them up. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the foot. Okay. And the arms. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the veining. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see. Right, it starts right there and goes down. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Yeah, you can. See it? See the line? Goes down? Really good. This is pretty good for being on Temu, for picking it up from Temu. That's pretty good. And she has a little capillary right there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, kinda. That's fun. Okay, let me get positioned here. All right, I have 2 different kinds of glass beads. I have, these ones are a little more coarser. And then I have these ones that kind of looks like sand. It kind of looks like sand, but it's not sand, it's glass beads. It's just like one down from this. So I usually dump it in here, but where I'm gonna fill up the legs, I think I'm just gonna puncture a hole and fill it up that way, because I don't have another jug. So let's see. They put it inside a bag, So I don't think we'll use this one because this was 15 pounds. So each one of these is like, I don't know, 15 divided by 2, 7.5 pounds. This is heavy. And we will probably use all of this for her. So even though this weighs, let's see how much it weighs. Let's put it on the scale. Let's see how much this weighs. 5 pounds, 8 ounces. This is freaking heavy. Plus the vinyl and stuff. I think this is gonna make it so it's close to the 10 pounds that we want. I don't think I want to fill her much more than that because she's gonna be too heavy. We won't be able to do anything with her. But she's gonna be heavy enough to, you know, pick up 6 to 9 months is the size. So it's gonna, the size is gonna be right, but the weight is gonna be off because I'm not doing 20 pounds. So I won't be able to pick her up. So I'm opening up a new one of these because we need, we're gonna need, we're gonna need them because she's a big girl. So we need to make the body. Okay, so we'll probably use all of this for the body. You know, it's probably gonna be about, I'll do it all blown so I can put it in there. And then we'll need one for the head and the butt. So we'll probably cut this in half. I'll probably cut this in half. So that one has a toe. So we have to put a knot in this one. To put it in another one, and we're going to need another zip tie. These zip ties are, I get them at my hardware store. They're bigger. The ends of them are bigger. See, the ends of them are a little bit bigger, and this is what we're going to tie it for the butt. Okay. So, this one's the body, the butt, and the head. This one's the head. So put that over there. This one we're gonna put, because you got nylon, and I'm afraid that this is so thin that it may come through the stocking, so I'm gonna double it before I do anything. Now the thing is gonna be is to get it out. So I'm still going to keep it in this bag, but I'm going to cut like a diagonal off, like you would when you're doing frosting, and so I can dump it out. So I can dump it in something. I don't really want to dump this into my. It doesn't look the same size, but maybe it is. It just doesn't look it. Well. All right, I will be back after I dump this in. Okay. So I put that in there. So that's a little over 5 pounds right there. And we'll probably use it for all of this. So I fill up, I use a end of a Mountain Dew cap and I pour it in here. But since it's gonna be, I have several different ways of doing this. I have a little tiny one for micro preemies. I have this size for this size, and I'm gonna put down a pad. Let's see if I have another one. usually use a doggy pad down here. I do have one right here. So I will put this down. Let's move the stuffing out of the way because we don't need that yet. I've spilt this so many times trying to fill up a doll, and I really don't want to spill it. So, and I just fill it up. Now on here, I'm gonna want it probably to here, just under the shoulder probably, and that'll probably be this one and maybe half of another one. It looks about the same as my other one. It just didn't look right in the bag. Okay. And you just do this to get it down here. And that's about where it filled it too, right there. So one of these is one arm. So what I do, because this is a small hole, I make my own, plugs. So first thing you do is you put some of this in, and it keeps it from, if the plug ever comes out, it keeps the glass beads from falling out. You just put it in there, just fill it up. There. So it's got stuffing from here to here. Okay. And I'll get my little cardboard. You can use a cereal box, or I happen to have a whole case of this stuff. So I find something that is similar in size, so I can make a circle and put it in there. This one's kind of small. This was small. So probably the cap of the baby oil. And I will make 2 of these. Make 2 of those. They don't have to be exact. It's just a plug. So if you ever buy one of my babies, they probably have this, which, you know, that's okay. And now that is inside there. So it'll keep the glass beads from seeping out. Okay, so there's one arm. We'll do the other arm since this is the easiest part of it. With this, let's cut this side. And I could probably make a whole bunch in advance, but I don't, because every hole that you get from kits are different. They're not all the same. So we'll do that one. Now we'll fill up this again. Put this in. Hold on to it really well and just pour it in slowly. This so it's down there. Let's see how much her arm weighs. Her arm by itself is 10 ounces. she's gonna be a big stinking girl. I'm excited. Put her together. Okay. And we'll put this one in. That one is in. So her arms are done. And I could hook it to the body, but I'm not going to do that yet. I do the bottom first, and the arms and the head that goes on last. So I'm thinking with the legs, we might have to do 1.5 of these. So the arms together weigh 1.5 pounds. That's 1.5 pounds. And it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. So let's see what the legs are gonna take. I bet they're gonna take 2 of these each, is what I'm thinking. But I don't know. And see, that hole's small too, so I'll have to do another one. I need another piece of cardboard. Let me go grab one. Okay. It's at the back end of a piece of some paper. So let's put this in so I don't dump it. Let's put this in. Where'd that fill it up to? That filled it to her knee, right there. So we're gonna need another one. Like I said, it's probably gonna do 2. If you don't want it that heavy, you could stop right now and just fill this part up with all stuffing. And it would be fine, and her legs would be, they would be easy to maneuver. I think I'm gonna put a half, maybe a little bit more in. I want a little bit more in. So let's do 2 more of these. Because the head is a little bit bigger. And I will trace a different hole for that. This aside. I didn't make the best of circles, but it'll work. Okay, got that out of the way, so we need just a little bit more. Let's do another. Like I said, I think it's going to be, this one I didn't fill up all the way, so we'll see how much this takes. Then we'll weigh her. Like I said, it's probably going to use a majority of this glass beads, but you want her weighted, but she's not going to be true 6 to 9 month old, you know what I mean? That's 20 pounds, like 10, 15, 20 pounds. She's not going to be that big. Okay, way to go. Okay, so you can see inside there. I don't know if you can. Can you? Yeah, see? So that is about right here. And I think that's about where I want it. So I'm going to take some stuffing, probably quite a bit to pull in here. So you're gonna stuff the rest of it. You can, when you fill it up, when you do your own, you can figure out how much you want it to weigh as you're going, you know. So that's just gonna make her leg, you know, really kind of fluffy. And I can probably put a little more in there. And I would get, if you're doing a big doll like this, I would get 2 bags of stuffing so you have it. You probably won't use it all, but just so that you have it. Okay, I think that's good. And there's that. It's pretty good size. Let's see how much this one weighs. A little over 1.5 pounds. So just her legs and her limbs, you know, her limbs by themselves are going to be almost 2 pounds, a little over 2 pounds each. So her body is going to take up the percentage of the rest of it. So she's going to be over 5 pounds. I bet she'll be between 5, let's just say 5 and 7, I think, is what she's going to be. She might be a little more than that, but I think 5 and 7. That's about what I thought I would do, because we're going to use the majority of these glass beads. That's why I got another one. So I wouldn't run out so I could do another doll. I need to take apart, I think it's Willow, my other Timu baby, and weight her, but I haven't done it yet. This is the fun part. After you paint them, you put them together and they actually start to get their own little personalities. Okay, so now we're going to fill this up again. Here. She's going to be stinking heavy. I could have just filled her limbs up with stuffing. You know, all her limbs with stuffing, and she still would be cute, but she wouldn't be hard to handle, you know. But I want some weight to her. Like, I could make her body have just a little bit of weight and then fill it up with just stuffing. Okay, it's about the same. Gee, don't be. Let's get some of this. Put it in. Put it in. And you can, I mean, you can stuff this so you can't stuff any more in, but I want her to be squishy. I want her to be a little squishy. So, okay, that one's in. Put the little stopper in there. The little stopper's in there. So her legs are done. Okay, let's make the bum. So I take a stocking, I split it in half, I put a knot in it, right? So we're gonna fill this up. Depending on how big her butt is, I'm probably gonna have to fill it like 1.5 maybe, because she's big. So she'll have a bigger touche. A bigger touche. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna split this in half like little balls, right? And that's going to be the bum. And I think this is perfect. So I'm going to put a knot in, and this is going to add weight to your doll. Okay, so here's her little tushies, but I want to put in Remember I said I wanted to double it? Okay. So now we're going to put it down and find that extra one. Right here, because it's got the bigger head on it. And we are going to put it underneath. And before you make it real tight, you can make it fit. You just get it to where it's kind of even, and then buckle it down, and then you got a little tootsie ball. See? So now we can push that down in and try to tie a knot on the top. Probably can't, but that's okay. It's tied in. So now what we're going to do is put the bum in. Let's cut this off. Cut the extra. Okay. Then you have her little tushy. So you're going to put that in here. Okay. So they fit right inside where the bum is right here, right? So the next thing you're gonna do, because the zip ties aren't in, you are going to install these. Oops. Make sure you get it in the fabric. Make sure you do it the right way. Still not right. It turned when I put it in. Don't turn. There we go. So okay, so you just stick it, don't put it in all the way yet, but just put it in because you're gonna fit. Make sure you got the legs in the right position, and then you are going to tighten it. But make sure you have it in position first. And I only tighten enough so that it can't come out. There. Oh, she's heavy already. See? There's the leg. And you're gonna do the same for the other side. And then I will be back. I have to go pick up my kid. Okay, I am back. Picking her up. So now we'll put on the other leg. Just make sure that you put the string in right. Right that time. You can start it like that and then put it in, and it's got to go inside the ring, right? The leg ring. to lose, I'm not going to tighten them up any more than that because I want to be able to move the legs. So now you have the body. So we're going to set her down and we are going to add a little stuffing. I'm going to add a little to the butt area. And the tummy on the bottom half. So down in here, we want to add more stuffing. There. I don't want to fill it too full. And you just make sure that the bones are where they need to be. Like that. Okay. Here's a wafer that you can put in there, which I always forget to do. I'm not going to forget this time. I'm going to put this down in there. So it smells good. Now, because of how I'm going to do her body, I don't know if I fill it up, if it'll fit in there. We're going to try it. That's why I'm not cutting it, so I can make it longer. So we're going to move her out of the way. We'll put her on the scale for now. And now we have to fill this up at least halfway. So which is going to take a lot of this. So, and it's probably going to be like 4 of these, I'm guessing. So here's one. You just put it on over the thing, put it in there. Well, it's probably going to be at least 4 of them. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking 4 of them. Because I want her to be heavy, but I don't want her to be too heavy. She's going to be hard to hold, you know. So, and each one, I think I weighed these at one time. I think each time I fill it, it's like a pound. So this is going to be 4. Plus 8 of the limbs were 1, 2, 3, 4, another 4. So that's 8 pounds. Okay. So there's 4. And it's pretty good size. So now I'm going to do this. But I'm going to lay it out like that. So it's longer. So I can get it inside the body. Okay. I'm going to be, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to double it. So I'm just going to go install it like this. So it's got a double, oh, you gotta put a knot in it. So now we have her little body. And we'll be able to put it in the hole. We should be able to anyways. Like that. So you got this, so you can hold it to where you want it, right? And we are going to fill up the body with the rest of this bag, and I have another bag. So we're gonna fill up, just gonna hold this right now and put this in. On this side, because I want it in the middle. She is heavy. She is way heavy. So we have her body. She's got stuffing in the back of her. So we want some stuffing in the front. So there's her body. There's her tush. She's got her tushies in there. She's got her little tushies in there. She's stinking heavy. Okay, so let's see how heavy she is without the head. Okay, let's put her on here. 5 pounds, 14 ounces, plus the limbs. 7 pounds, probably about 7.5 pounds. So that's pretty good size. So she's gonna be about an 8 or 9 pound baby. And that leg fell off, so we need to obviously make that one heavier. To be able to withstand the weight. So got glass beads on her. We will take a wipey after we're done. Okay, so she'll sit up. Pretty good. Now we can put her arms on. Let's put her arms on. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hook it in, start it. Make sure you got the right side. The other side. I don't know why there's glass beads. Shouldn't be any. Just from being loose, I guess. Okay. This one in. Not going to come off. You want it loose so you'll be able to maneuver her and stuff, but you don't want it too tight where you can't do anything. So there's her body. We are going to make her head. So here's this one, and this is, they gave us extra thingies. So we got an extra one, which is always nice. just put it in my drawer. Now, her head, I'm not gonna glue on because I gotta get the magnet glued in there. So I'm gonna do that, and it's gonna have to dry overnight. But this is what she'll look like. She's pretty good size. She's definitely a good size. So the next time you see her will be put together. So the head, when I'm only gonna put in one of these, right, in here. And I'm gonna have to put the sock in first. So this is what you do, is you put the sock around the thing, you hold it, because when you put the glass beads in there, it'll try to drop. And then you're gonna tie a knot, drop it in there, and you're gonna put it towards the back of the head, in the back. So it'll be down there. And then you're gonna fill up the rest of the head with stuffing. So she's got a little weight, but it won't be too heavy where you can't do anything. So I'm going to do that, but I'm going to do the magnet first. And that's all you do. You put her together. Now you can cut these ones underneath here, and in the reborn community, the reborn birth videos and stuff doesn't take place until you cut the head. So you can cut all of these off, and then, you know, just do what you need to do to this, and then, yeah. So we will be, next time you see her, will be her box opening, or her welcome baby, because she's not a newborn, so it'll be a welcome baby. And yeah, so you'll see her all put together with her outfit on and everything. So thanks for watching, everybody, and hope you enjoyed. That's how you put them together. You can put another pad in here, or a thing. Some people will put, you can get those little mesh bags like this, or you could use a nylon and you put a little fabric beads you can put inside here to make it smell better if you want. But I just got that one in here, and it smells good. It smells good. So, and I'm probably going to put a little more stuffing in here, so she's not, so her shoulders aren't so shrink, you know, so she has some shoulders. And some people will put 2 bodies, and we're not going to do that. I like how it's squishy right here. I don't want her to be stiff. I want her to be able to sit comfortably, because she is a toddler. Even though she's closed-eyed, I don't care. She's cute. I'm happy with her. So there will be 2 welcome baby videos. There will be her, and then there will be a him, and I will let you know what I name them then. So that's it for now. And like I said, you can just, if you don't want to put a magnet in, she does have a little bit of a mouth, so you can do a modified passy if you want, but I'm going to put her magnet in. I want to be able to make magnets, passies for her. So we're done. We're done. Just going to glue that in, and how you do that is you take the passy. I put a bunch of glue down in there about where the mouth is. I take the pacifier magnet, this magnet right here, put it down in there, and then I take this one and hold it to the mouth, and it will stay there, and I will leave it there until it dries, till the inside dries, which will probably be tomorrow, and I'm not going to be home tomorrow, so she'll get finished on Sunday. So that is it. We'll talk to you again soon.